Hey y'all, here's a little update if you haven't seen Farm Loop for the P1S, P1P, and the X1 series, or the X series. Farm Loop basically lifts the back of the printer. Here it goes in action. Finished printing, cools down, drops onto this peg right here, pops the print loose. So it's fully automated. After the printer finishes printing, it goes through this cycle. You see it's loose, it's not even attached anymore. It'll go back up. The print head will go through a series of movements to clear the build plate. Once it makes a couple movements up here, it'll bring the plate back up high, go through this series again, push this print off, and that's why it has to be, well, that's why when it's elevated it makes it a little easier. It doesn't have to be elevated. But the fan's blowing full bore because part of the cycle is you tell it when to do the push cycle based on the temperature of the bed or based on a certain amount of time that passes. So I have it set to go by the temperature of the bed, which causes the fan to come on to help cool everything down. So I've been printing, I printed about a dozen of these things today. It's part of my Gridfinity system. I set it up on a 12-hour loop, so it just prints. These take about an hour and a half to print, hour and 20 minutes to print. So prints them, goes through this cycle, starts to print all over again. You just rinse and repeat until it's all gone, until the loop is done. So my 3 kilogram spool is just about empty. I've got infinity flow, so I'll throw another 3 kilogram over here so I don't waste any, or have any waste anyways. And I'm just going to start this cycle all over again, get another 12 going. I wanted to do a little testing. This is a new model for me, so a lot of testing today for this model. Here it is kind of in action. So each one of these pieces is a Gridfinity bin, and it's got adjustable keepers to have different size containers. So based on whatever size thing you're putting in it, there will be a slot for that. So this little drill bit would be way back here. So if I had a whole bunch of these drill bits, this would be where I'd want to keep them, so on and so forth. If I were storing batteries in here, it'd be the same thing. I'd jump one of these guys over, drop it in, so that it's not everything. It's not always about keeping everything in a Gridfinity square per se. Like all these guys are, made specific. So here it goes, moving faster now. It's going to go through this cycle, and it just keeps creeping the bed up and up and up until it pushes us off. While we wait for that, I'll show some more Gridfinity stuff that I've been doing. Different office setup, a lot of screws, all my magnets, heat inserts. These are some little cool pieces that pop in to hold stuff. Just different things I use for my prints. It's a pretty amazingly cool system. So it's just going to keep going through this push cycle until it actually gets the part off. Over here I've got a swap mod, so this swaps plates. You can see the logo for 3D Farmers on there. There it is. So there will be a big bin hanging here. Usually I stick my office chair here and I have a bin, and these things just fall in it all night while I'm out working at the real job. Do one more pass, clear this plate. Obviously we know it's clear, but it doesn't. And then it will, I think that was the last one. So now I'm going to put in a new loop and get it going again after I add my next 3 kilogram spool up there. Thanks for watching.